Trust. You'll find trust at the center of every meaningful relationship in your life. And in fact, the relationships that have broken down in your life, you'll find trust was the missing component. Doesn't matter if you're a parent, a friend, a lover, or a leader, trust is the most important aspect of every relationship. So how do we build trust? Well, there's 5 critical C's to building trust. The last being the most important, but we'll get to that at the end. The first of those 5 C's is your capability. Your capability to perform a role that you take responsibility for providing. Doesn't matter if that's a task at work or a chore at home, that we provide it with a level of excellence that allows people to rely upon us. Now, the next of those 5 C's is communication. Your ability to understand, first of all, your own boundaries and express them with peaceful confidence, and providing space for others to find clarity on their boundaries, and then communicating in a way that creates collaboration so that everyone can move forward. Now, the third C of trust comes down to care. It's setting our ego aside and acting from the heart, expressing ourselves vulnerably and showing people what we truly stand for, and giving permission to others to do the same, and listening with compassion, with empathy, and with a level of respect for the other person. Now, it doesn't mean we have to agree on all things, but when we give people the space to truly express themselves and show their vulnerabilities, it helps us build a unity between the two of us that builds meaningful trust. Now, the fourth of those 4 C's comes down to congruence. It's the things that we think, the things that we say, and the things that we do all add up to one and the same. If we say we're going to do something, we are congruent and reliable to that action. And it means that people can trust us to rely upon us when we need to. Now, the 5th and most important aspect of trust comes down to confidentiality. And why that's so critically important? Well, people all have some aspect of fear, guilt, and shame within us. And when we show a little piece of that to people that we trust, we want to make sure that they are treating that with sacredness and they're not spreading that with gossip to others. And the more that someone shows us that we can trust them with our vulnerability, the more they will open up. And eventually, that person will stand fully beside you in their truth and allow you to do the same. That's where trust lives.